Hey YouTube, I'm back. It's your girl Ree, and I'm back to do this video on how I clean my nail brushes. And the things you will need are any kind of little glass jar. I don't recommend plastic because of the acetone, and it will eat through it. But if, all depends on what kind of plastic it is. But I use my little glass jar, and you will need acetone. I get this from Sally's. I think it's less than $6. I think, yeah, like less than $6. And anyway, I use pure acetone, which you can get from Walmart, Sally's, Chinese store, beauty supply, any one of them places. And all of my brushes that I use. My double striper that I made. These are all the brushes that I made. And my striper brushes. Of course, these are the ones that I made, that I showed you in the last, the striper video. These are all the ones that I've made. And then I have the ones that I didn't make, that I used to do my double color. And these are my square ones. These are the ones that I get from Michael's. These are Robert Simmons flat shader. And I think they were like in a pack. They're just square. I don't know if you can tell. That is square. It's just square. And then I have a smaller square one. And a bigger square one. All depends on how I want my double color to look. So, and as you can see, some of them still have paint on them from, I think it was like maybe 4 or 5 days ago. Like this one still has paint on it. And it's hard. The paint is hard. But you stick them in the acetone anyway. And I'll show you how I do that. So let's get started. My little jar. And I only fill it very little. Very little. Like that should be enough right there. Just a little quarter. Just a little bit. Just enough to fill up the little corner. And then completely fill up the bottom. The bottom of it. And then I just put all my brushes in there at one time. And the one with the paint on it, I just push it, just keep pressing it down until all the paint is gone off of the brush. I don't know if you can see that. They're just swishing around in the water. And see, I don't fill it up all the way because I don't want it to get up where the color of the brushes are, because it will peel off the color on the brushes. And the plastic ones, it doesn't do anything to those. But these that have paint on them, it can peel off the paint on the brushes. So that's all I do. I just swish them around until I get them really, really clean. Really, really clean. Then I just take them out and brush them along. And then I flatten them. With my hand. While they're still wet, I flatten them. Then I lay them to dry. Another flat one. And I just brush off the excess. And flatten it. And it's going to look like that when you take it out. It may look like that. Flicked it looking. But I just, like I said, I just flatten it out between my two fingers. Or if you don't want to use your fingers, between a cotton ball or a towel or whatever you want to use, tissue. And I just continue to do them. The flat ones, I take the excess off. That one still has a little paint on it, so I'll put it back in and let it sit. And that'll maybe be the last one I pull out. This is my double striper. And I just straighten them out like that. And just continue to do them. Like I said, when they come out of here, they look flicked. So, and that's okay because when you pull them straight, they're going to dry straight. Just like that. And I just keep going until I get them all done. Don't want to leave them in there for only a few seconds. You don't want to leave them in there too long. Like this one still has paint on it. So I'll put him back. That's it. That's how I do them. And they will not dry hard. When they dry, they will not be hard at all. The acetone got all the paint off of this one. And we just straighten it out. But once you put the paint on them and start using them again, they'll straighten right out. I don't have any problem with them at all. Straightening right out. And I just let them lay here and I let them dry just the way they are. And like once it's dry, you just come back and do this way back a couple of times and they'll soften right up. If they're hard, but a lot of mine aren't hard. And I think it's the camel hair. I think it's camel hair. Don't quote me on that. But I believe it's camel hair in these brushes. And that's how I clean them. And I'll just let them dry. Just lay them flat and let them dry. And then I'll just continue to use them. Which I will be doing some nail tutorials. So you'll see how I use my double brush that I made. And you'll see how I use the flat brush for the two colors. And like I said, I'm going to do some videos for simple, easy, beginner designs. So people say, did you go to the shop to get that done? Or where'd you get your nails done at? You be like, girl, I did my own. That's a wonderful feeling. For people to compliment you on your nails that you have done for yourself. So, and who's going to tell if you made a mistake? Because it's your design. You created it. So who's going to say, well, oh God, they made a mistake on that? How are they going to know? It's your design. You created it, plain and simple. Then there are some that are difficult and a lot harder to do. So, and I will attempt to do those as well. So, stay tuned. And as you all know, I'm up and out of here. Be blessed. Bye-bye.